I suggest you study this.
The views and opinions expressed on the Faygoluvers Podcast do not necessarily reflect those of us here at Faygoluvers.net. Some episodes may contain disturbing content. Discretion is advised.
What up, Juggalos, and welcome back to the first episode of Juggalos Review Foods of 2018. Right off the bat, I would just like to get into it. We are going to review this hot button item, Tide Pods.
The scruffle of fingers will fuck up a bitch, which be fucking up with it. Dig 'em a ditch and stuff 'em in. Where the fuck you been? At the massacre, cutting up with what must have been. Up to 10 ruffian. For fuck it then. Daily newspaper for the Juggalo flavor and whatever else we wanna savor. Hey sir, did you sign up? Why the fuck not? Come on, line up, you can ride the bus with us, just climb up. But I'm a jerk and it bothers people, sometimes a lot of people. When I see a talking pinata, I take a shot at people. Gotta have them seeing star patterns from a dark chasm. When we bark at them, rip him with sarcasm. FLH for them, buck love, hate, and boredom. I might not die, but I would gladly burn alive for them. In short, I'm ordinarily posted up more with Faygoluvers.net/V5/forum. Yeah, I rhyme forum with forum, go to hell.
What's up, Juggalos, and welcome to the Faygoluvers Podcast. Today is January 28th, 2018. This is episode number 32. I am your homie Roscoe, and I'm going to be your host for this episode of the podcast. Ninjas, this is going to be a super dope episode of the podcast. I guarantee it. I know on the last episode I said we were going to have either Ari the Rugged Man or Illegal on this episode, but we had to hold off on that because we had to get this ninja, King Krimzon, Dr. Phil's own King Krimzon, on this episode. In the interview, and it's a super dope interview, we go over basically everything that went on behind the scenes with him and Dr. Phil, how he got on the show. And I don't want to give too much away, but basically some of the information that he was telling me in this interview was blowing my fucking mind. And some of you ninjas may have been watching the videos that he's been releasing lately, and the shit that he goes over in the interview may not surprise you. But either way, definitely stick around for that. He also shows ICP a little bit of love and a little bit of hate. It's a love-hate thing. Stick around for that. Also, on this episode of the podcast, we have Replicon Radio's very own DeadBodyMan. We go over him joining Replicon Radio, the rebirth of the show, as they like to call it, the Replicon Radio Awards, and the controversy surrounding that right now. Tune in for that. This podcast is about interviews and news, and we go over a little bit of news before we get into the news segments of the podcast. Shit's fucked up like that. Check it out. Our homie Kevin Gill has been on his grind as always. Not only does he school the Juggalo show every couple of weeks, but we've seen him co-host other podcasts, including Xbox just the other day. On top of all of that, he had a chance to sit down for an hour with the psychopathic monster, Light. They chop it up about a variety of topics. Hit up the link in the show notes to check out that episode, ninjas. As if the Insane Clown Posse and Attila blowing shit up musically isn't enough for your dome piece, here's some more flavor for you. We've already announced that ICP and Attila are heading out on the Slamfest 2018 tour beginning this March, but we didn't know they were going to be accompanied by such fresh opening acts. I'm talking about Siler, Cage, Lil Toenail, Light, and Ouija. They're all going to be joining the tour and prepared to make some wigs do a complete 180. As far as I'm hearing, Siler is dope, and Cage is definitely music worth getting into. More on Lil Toenail in a minute. This is definitely a tour worth hitting up. Check out ICP's official Twitter account for more information. And also, you can hit up the link in the show notes to check out the dates. Now, some of y'all, like me, might have saw the name Lil Toenail or heard the name Lil Toenail and thought, who the fuck is that? It sounds like a Saturday Night Live parody of a Juggalo name. Well, honestly, I encourage you to hit up the link in the show notes and check out the music video, because we here at Faygoluvers really don't know what to make of this ninja. We don't know what to make of his videos or his music. I don't know if I should find it amusing or funny or what the fuck. Either way, hit it up, check it out. Just over 4 months since the Juggalo March descended on Washington, D.C., the Howard Stern Show finally played their coverage from it. Roaming Stern Show reporter Wolfie interviewed a ton of Juggalos, Scotty D included, while he was there for several hours. On the show, in the morning of January 22nd, they unfortunately only played interviews and clips from a handful of people. Of course, Juggalos were the butt of every joke, but if you follow Howard, then you know this is to be expected, and they claim that only about 1,000 Juggalos showed up. The nearly 20 minutes of audio features clips from Rachel Paul on a megaphone, Butthole Ben, a ninja named McWicked, Violent J's infamous So Your Butthole Shut speech, and a recollection of the Gathering Porta Potty Chug, and so much more. Hit up the link in the show notes to listen to that entire segment, ninjas. That's all I got. And now, more news.
I'm really glad that you pulled me on here because, like I said, a lot of people listen to Faygoluvers too, you know. So yeah, definitely, man.
The pleasure and the pain, beg, as you bleed in the rain, beg, let's slay your enemies. I'll do as you please if you get on your knees and beg, beg. I spent my life in the dark, a foot in the grave. I gave you the dirt under a road that I paved. I'll never be saved, I'll never be not cold. A thief in the night, stealing the truth of the old soul that covers my bones. I've been through the worst, a stove for your glass homes, your hunger and thirst. I am the quencher of everything, the forger of anything. A single word screamed in your face is menacing. I say beg, for the pleasure and the pain, beg, as you bleed in the rain, beg, let's slay your enemies. I'll do as you please if you get on your knees and beg. I'll do as you please if you get on your knees and beg. Beg.
Don't nobody want it, we hella hot at the moment. We're coming for all opponents and feel incredible, don't it? It really ain't a thing. Who get them crazy going orangutan?
I got some quick Tech 9 news for you ninjas, but this shit is dope. Strange Music has released the cover art and track list for Tech 9's upcoming album, Planet. The 19-track album features Chris Calico, Mackenzie Nicole, Snow the Product, Machine Gun Kelly, Swisher Sleep, and more. Planet is scheduled to be released on March 2nd. You can read the article that features the track list from Strange Music by hitting up the link in the show notes. Dope. West Coast Ninjas rejoice. Twiztid has announced their annual 420 show and it's headed west for 2018. The 6th annual 420 show is actually going to be composed of 3 separate shows and it's going to be lasting an entire weekend. Check it out. It's going to be going down in Sacramento, California, Portland, Oregon, and Seattle, Washington. These 3 shows will feature special guests Blaze Ya Dead Homie and Gorilla Voltage. Twiztid is once again giving us the option to purchase a VIP package for this event. And listen to all the goodies you get with this one, ninjas. You get a meet and greet with Twiztid, Blaze, and Gorilla Voltage. You get a VIP pass that's given to you at the show, a lanyard that's given to you at the show, a 24x36 420 themed flag, an 8x10 flat, a vinyl sticker, a Year of the Sword CD, a Continuous Evolutions of Life's Question Mark CD, a Bongs and Blunts, the Weed Collection CD, which is a VIP exclusive cover, and a VIP exclusive 420 basketball jersey. So dope. So it looks like we're also going to be getting a new Bongs and Blunts, the Weed Collection CD dropping for all of those not attending the VIP as well. This is indicated by the VIP exclusive cover bit for those of you that don't know. I'm going to speculate it's probably going to be very similar to what they did with the Cryptic Collection Valentine's Day edition. For all you ninjas who got that CD, it was basically just a compilation of Twiztid sex songs. So this most likely is going to be a compilation of Twiztid weed songs. I guess we're going to have to wait and see. Like I said, ninjas, this is just purely speculation. Hit up the link in the show notes or hit up twiztidshop.com. Dr. Phil, King Krimzon, who we have on this episode of the podcast, by the way, and the Insane Clown Posse absolutely dominated our Facebook feeds and timelines around January 18th, 19th, and the 20th. And we're going to venture to say that every single post that we saw was about King Krimzon's episode that aired on Thursday, January 28th. Here is a clip from that episode, ninjas.
Now, you mentioned that the Insane Clown Posse, the platinum winning artist, at one time thought your music was really good. Well, professional hip-hop artists Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope of the group Insane Clown Posse have been performing horrorcore rap for 27 years. They have 2 platinum albums and founded the record label Psychopathic Records. Now, Jay and Shaggy are currently on tour, but took some time out today to join us on Polycom, which I really get a kick out of because I've actually been a fan of these guys for a long time. They have a lot to say about King Krimzon. So, Jay, Shaggy, welcome.
Thanks. Thank you for having us.
We sent you the video. We sent you the information to put him on your radar. So what's your reaction to this? Shaggy, tell me what your reaction to this is.
You know, I kind of lost the whole thing with the domestic violence, whole debacle thing he's got going on there. You know what I'm saying? Everything that we preach in our music, which we don't show down people's throat, but it's totally against domestic violence, rape, anything like that. So, you know, in my mind, that right there spoils everything for him.
Yeah.
It's just not even. Obviously, the guy looks up to us, so it's kind of hard to sit here and bury him. It doesn't take a horrorcore expert or anybody like that to know that this guy's seriously lacking in talent. You know, when he's harming all the people that he loves, all the people around him, it becomes something less of his way of venting. It becomes greed. A real friend will tell you, man, you're embarrassing yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're embarrassing yourself. This sucks, man. You know,
I am living my dream, though. I am living my dream. And I supported Insane Clown Posse since when you guys were only maybe had 100 followers since I was 13. I'm 37. I was going to Kalamazoo Warehouse, front row at your guys' shows. I followed you my entire life.
Your dream is definitely important, but not at the cost of all the
I understand.
Not when it's coming out of your wife's hard work, hours spent. While you're living your dream, what about her dream? What about her happiness? You know what I mean?
You both have children. Do you have college funds set up for them?
That's the first thing I did when I got paid. I'm proud of that. I can say that's the very first thing I did was buy my son and my daughter's college tuition paid for. Very first thing I did.
My two older sons, they're in the Army. You know what I'm saying? So they're not even following in what I do. You know.
Yeah, so it's not just about you, it's about your family, about the people you love, and that's a big difference here.
So we never actually found a legitimate link for the full episode on YouTube, Facebook, or anywhere else, but we did see like the 2 to 4 minute clips that were provided by drphil.com. Those were posted up on Facebook and YouTube and all that good shit. So basically what happened was I found a link to the episode, I downloaded it, I sent that over to Scotty D, he uploaded it to Vimeo, and now we made it available to you Juggalos because we can't let you ninjas go without seeing that shit. So now the full 42-minute episode is available for your viewing pleasure right now. Just hit up the link in the show notes to check that out. Also, if you haven't checked that out yet, go do that before you actually listen to the interview that we have with King Krimzon. It's kind of relevant.
La 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 la. La, 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 la.
Not long ago, the homies from Force 5 Records dropped us an email that really shook us. The brief email was sent to us as follows. After the 9 Quota Awards, Mars was involved in a fight with a group of people and was stabbed. He was rushed to the hospital to undergo surgery and remains in critical condition. He is in our prayers. He won Best Hip Hop Single for Creatures of the Night featuring Twiztid and Tech 9 at the awards. Force 5 is based out of Wisconsin, so they're really going by what Mars's girlfriend has been texting them. We reached out to a mutual homie of ours and Mars's, and he only echoed that it was true according to Mars's girlfriend, and that he's expected to survive. Just minutes later, we received the following email from Force 5 Records. You can report it and ask people to send their love or prayers. He's in critical condition. We don't know much info because he's in California, just what his girlfriend updates us with. Stab wound to the abdomen and he has tubes. They had to make an exploratory incision too. That's all we know so far. Later on that day, January 22nd, fellow Force 5 Records artist Scribble posted a pic of Mars in a hospital bed saying that he's a soldier and nothing's going to stop him. Hit up the link in the show notes to see that pic. It says, my homie and label mate Mars is in the hospital taking it like a soldier. Throwing your positive thoughts and vibes his way. He was stabbed after the 9 Quota Award show Saturday night, and ain't shit gonna stop this man's hustle and grind. Finally, the next day, Mars reached out to us to let us know that he's alive, well, and on his way to being back to 100%. He has quite a story to tell, but we're gonna let him speak it in his own words. When we spoke to him, he said that they were about to sedate him again, and that he'd reach out to us with a statement about everything that happened, and that we would be the first to know. For now, he put up a brief statement on his Instagram, thanking his fans for the warm wishes. He says, this morning my heart is overflowing with gratitude for the thoughtful condolences and prayers that my family, friends, fellow artists in the Bay Area and horrorcore rap communities took the time to send down to me. It is both comforting and humbling. Thank you so much. I'm doing okay as of today. We'll bring you more info as soon as it becomes available, ninjas.
There ain't a cage to hold us. We are the creatures of the night, and we're living it up. I'm in a world of hell. If you can't tell, I'm hurting people. I'm evil to see folk for certain.
Sometimes I can't see through the smoke. All these niggas blowing in my face. They masking my identity. Goes to the
Got some House of Crazy news for you ninjas. On the January 22nd episode of the Brunch and Bake, which Monoxide regularly goes live for on the Twiztid Facebook page, something was mentioned that I'm sure will hype up fans of the old school wicked shit. A ninja named Travis asked Monoxide about some new House of Crazy music, and Mono promptly gave a response that I know many of you have been waiting for. I am not going to say what it was. I'm actually going to play a clip from the Brunch and Bake. If you want to see the entire Brunch and Bake for yourself, hit up the link in the show notes. But for the rest of you, listen to the sound clip right now. Check it out.
When we're going to come out with new HOK, what we're doing, Travis Westbrook, is we're going to record a song as HOK. And we'll put it up. And if people give a fuck, then maybe we'll do the record. But if don't nobody give a fuck, then there you go. You got a new song. That happens tomorrow. We start that tomorrow. Demand will dictate everything for Magic Ninja Entertainment from here out. Demand dictates everything. And even if we die today, this shit gon' live forever. Live forever. HOK want that 90s tape sound. I don't care what they compare it to. Daniel, we don't make music for what it's being compared to. We're simply going to fill a void for some people. And if that void takes on a life of its own, so be it.
I hear him talking hella reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say lonely at the time. It's the best shit.
On Faygoluvers.net, we announced originally that Shaggy 2 Dope's solo dates had started to pop up on ticketing websites. Well, InsaneClownPosse.com's official Facebook page actually put up some official dates, 5 official dates to be exact, were announced. So for those of you who can't make it all the way to Las Vegas to see Juggalo Weekend, you might have a chance to see the Southwest Strangler in action on the solo tip along with DJ Clay and Light. That's going down in Cincinnati, Ohio, Springfield, Missouri, Colorado Springs, Colorado, Kansas City, Missouri, and Indianapolis, Indiana. Dope. Hit up the link in the show notes for more information, ninjas. Not long ago, Boondocks gave us a glimpse at some charms that he had made up for his alter ego, Turncoat Dirty. At that point, he hadn't decided what he was going to be doing with them. Fast forward to 2 weekends ago, and there was an all-new t-shirt / charm combo that you can get your hands on for only $30. If you want to snag up one of these limited edition t-shirt / charm combos before they sell out, hit up the link in the show notes. And honestly, ninjas, I'm not even sure what sizes of t-shirts are available left for the combo, but definitely hit up the link in the show notes and see what is available.
Why don't you sit right back and I may tell you a tale of 3 little pigs and a big bad wolf.
Just when you thought Juggalo Weekend couldn't get any fresher, we have 2 more announcements about 2 more performers. Check it out. Day 1, Heckles. Green Jelly is going to be hitting the stage in Las Vegas. That's right. The punk rock puppet show will be slaughtering the crowd on opening night of Juggalo Weekend. The official announcement and ticket links have been posted up on ICP's Facebook page. Not only that, the Flatliners have been added to Juggalo Weekend, Day 2, Macabre in Las Vegas. By the way, thank you to all the ninjas who corrected me. It is Macabre. That was announced over on ICP's official Twitter page. Will even more flavor be added to Juggalo Weekend, which is just 3 weeks away? We'll know more soon. For now, hit up the link in the show notes and don't miss out on that action, ninjas. Fucking A. That was the news. Alright, we are going to get into our interview with my homie and yours, DeadBodyMan. Then we're going to get into a commercial break, and then we're going to be speaking with our homie, King Krimzon. Stick around.
He was kinda stoked and spent most of his days just a ganja smoking, hopping and a bopping down on Venice Beach, getting paid money for religious speech. Built his shelter from when he garbage picked, mostly made up of old cans and sticks. Then one day he was cranking up a Marley. Along came the wolf on his big bad Harley. Little pig left me in.
DeadBodyMan. Call me the DeadBodyMan. You can call me the DeadBodyMan.
Welcome back. I'm here with Replicon Radio's very own DeadBodyMan. Brother, how the hell are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Just fighting this cold, but man, it's been a great weekend so far.
Yeah, you got a cold, but I still appreciate you jumping on here with us, man.
Hey, I'm glad to be here, man. Thanks for having me on. I'm excited about it. I've been looking forward to this.
Right. Very dope. I gotta ask, man, Replicon Radio, when was it that you actually jumped on the team?
The Replicon Radio that you know now with me, Freaky P, Big Brew, and One Eye, I was the first part of that besides One Eye. One Eye's been on the show since it began, but like it was a total different platform. But then I came in about a year and a half ago. It wasn't last August, but it was like the August before that. It was right around the two gatherings ago. I kind of came on. Shortly after that is when P followed me on, and then Brew came in, and then we eventually built it up to where it is now, the Replicon that you guys know.
Right.
So I've been on there for about a year and a half or so.
Okay, and you guys actually kind of switched your shit up, kind of revamped the show a little bit.
Yeah, man, we were in a studio that was being rented out by two other people. And we had problems with them, and basically they wanted to pull some childish stuff. And they locked us out of the studio one night. And we were like, what the hell, you know? And they thought they were being cute because they lost their shit because they don't know how to communicate with us. And they thought they were being cute. They didn't even tell us that we were locked out. They just didn't even show up to let us in the studio. So we were like, okay. We were wanting to leave anyway. So they breached the contract that we had with them. We were like, all right, cool, y'all screwed yourselves. And we just didn't show back up there. We went off, did our own thing. Luckily, we have some people that really helped us out, and we were able to get a whole new studio set up, which now we have a new location. We're still ironing out kinks and get things, with them to get back to where we were at, sound-wise and all that stuff. It's 1,000 times better. We're just so happy to be out from under the last studio. So rebirth is what we like to call it.
Right. Well, you guys were like one of the most popular shows on that network too, right? The My City.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah. We don't like to say that name.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll beep that out in the interview. Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah, no. We were the number one show on their network, so we don't know why they did. They had a disposition together. Like, why are you trying to shoot yourselves in the foot with the number one show on your network?
Right. So, exactly. That's fucking whack.
Yeah. All the other ones are pulling in like maybe 10 people, 10 listeners a week, and we're pulling what we're pulling in. It's like it doesn't make any sense.
Right, I hear you, man. Yeah, I didn't understand that either. I wasn't 100% sure what happened there, but I knew it was a loss for them when you guys took off. I want to ask you about the awards, the Replicon Radio Awards. How did you guys get that set up? Who basically picked out all the categories, nominees, all that shit?
All right, so who picked it out is basically we've been talking about it, and we wanted to do it. Freaky P got a wild hair up his ass, and like one night he just went ahead and did it. We didn't know he was making it. He set everything up, and he sent us the link. He's like, boom, here it is. And we were like, oh shit, you actually did it. I mean, we wanted to do it, but it was a matter of like, we were talking about it, we just never got together and put it all together, but he put everything up, and there was errors made. He forgot people and all that stuff, and it wasn't intentional. Like, we had no problems with anybody. We weren't trying to leave anybody out, but he was basically doing everything in one night. It was a very rushed thing. It was our first ever awards. We didn't really know what we were putting together, and there were some grammatical errors, and there was people left off. That's why we tried to put in a writing category, so that way it was kind of a safety net. But, you know, there's always going to be people that are going to have problems with what you do. If you don't have haters, I guess you ain't doing anything right.
Right. I hear you. Well, I guess, you know, putting an award show together with the Faygoluvers Music Awards, you know, I picked out a lot of the nominees for the categories, and people were mentioning to me, too, saying, like, you know, you forgot these guys for horrorcore. And it's like, oh, shit, like, how the fuck could I forget that? So, yeah, I totally understand how that could happen.
Well, fuck, one of the big ones that got forgotten on one of the categories was Event of the Year. It was like the Juggalo March. We forgot them.
I thought y'all intentionally left that off because it would just
A lot of people did.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of people thought we intentionally left that off because if you listen to our show, they talk about Twiztid merch a lot, and they talk about Twiztid a lot, and so they were like, well, you guys are one-sided. You guys don't like Ice Psychopathic and all that stuff. That's not true. We're fucking down with the clowns, so we're all dead to the crown, you know what I'm saying? We love ICP, we love Twiztid, and we love Magic Ninjas. And they're just the ones putting out all kinds of, like, new music, and they're doing all kinds of stuff, so that's what we're talking about. When this new Furious Fred drops, like, we are so excited for this new Joker's card that it's insane. I don't think I've been this excited for an ICP record in a fucking decade. Right. You know, we're excited. We want them to bring it back to the glory than what it was, you know? Yeah, we're on everybody's side, but it was one of those that we were thinking events like concerts and stuff like that, and it just, none of us went to the march because we weren't able to, so it just didn't click. We just didn't remember. You know, well, we didn't leave it off on purpose, but I mean, it was one of the biggest Juggalo events of the year, and we were like, fuck, you know, when it got brought to our attention, it's like, damn, man, how do we forget that?
Right. Yeah, man, you know, shit happens. That shit happens. Really quickly, DeadBodyMan, I want to ask about, some ninjas are stating that there's some shadiness going on with the voting on the polls. Can I get your opinion on that?
We had a little bit of controversy. Is that, you know, they got brought to light by one of the nominees that it was brought to his attention that there was potential for cheating. Somebody was fitting the numbers and all that stuff and, like, adding numbers to it. They dropped themselves out of the race. I believe Sex Files. Shout out to Keegan. That dude's legit. He wanted to keep it real. He was like, I can't do this. You know, he made a video and all that stuff. We got none but love for him. We never officially had any way to prove that anybody cheated. But we did have a couple things pop up, like overnight somebody would get 1,200 votes out of nowhere. He went from 0 to 1,200 in a matter of hours. It was a little weird. We had nobody, but we had no basis on it. So it was purely speculation. And there was also problems with the voting. Not everybody was able to continuously vote. What we tried to figure out is that maybe people weren't backing out of their browsers and their phone or something. Like they leave the browser tab open and it wouldn't count it. Because I know that I had people close to me that couldn't vote, and that was the only thing that we could figure. Because as far as we knew, nobody was rigging it to where nobody could vote. And we weren't adjusting it because people were accusing us of, well, you guys are closing the votes for this category and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, you can't even do that. One, you can stop the voting for everybody, but you can't just control one person's not going to get the votes. You know, you can't do that. There was accusations and there was speculations. We never officially accused anybody of cheating. So but it is what it is. And when it got brought out, we kind of noticed everything kind of smoothed out. The people that were putting in work were getting those votes and all that stuff. We put it together to be fun, man. We want to bring the underground together. We don't want to separate everybody. We want to bring everybody together. We don't want this bullshit. It was supposed to be fun. Why do you have to cheat on something that we're just doing for fun?
Right, yeah, I get that, homie. All right, brother. We have King Krimzon coming up on the show. So what's your opinion of that ninja?
Okay, well, I mean, he's doing his grind and all that stuff. Like, I know he went on Dr. Phil and all that stuff. And, like, he had I saw his post video about ICP afterward. He has a problem with them. They have a problem with him, I guess. It's reality TV. I've never met the guy, never listened to his music. I've heard of him before, the whole Dr. Phil thing. We talked about having him on. We might have him on. We don't know because, like, we're kind of booked out for a couple months. We're kind of seeing if he's going to still be relevant. I'm not saying he's not relevant in his scene. I'm not saying he's not making good music or anything. I don't have an opinion on that because I don't know. I've never really listened to the guy.
When you listen to the interview, homie, you're going to see there's a couple things that he's going to be doing in the near future, some moves that he's going to be making that he probably will be relevant in the next few months.
Oh, good.
You'll see it. I don't want to give anything away, but yeah.
Yeah, no, and, you know, the only thing that I heard really about him was that people had a problem that I guess he was accused of being an abuser, which if you are doing that, I don't fucks with you. I don't. If you want to be on women, that's not cool. Other than that, I don't really have an opinion on the guy. If he's out there grinding and doing, everybody's trying to make a living, I wish him the best.
Very dope. Hi, homie. Yeah. Thanks so much for coming on the podcast. Do you have any shout-outs, any final words before we take off here, DeadBodyMan?
The Replicon crew was at Esham last night. We had Esham on back in December. Just peeped that interview on Spreaker.com and Facebook, Replicon Radio, Instagram and Twitter, Replicon_radio. You know, go out there and check our past interviews. We just had Jimmy down on. That interview was crazy. That dude, he's been through some shit. We had Bones Dub on of A&B. We're actually going to an A&B show tonight, so the Replicon crew's going to be there.
Right.
Yeah, it's going to be dope. Just check out all those interviews, man.
So dope. Did you just say legs bone?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No,
my
that's
brain
fucking
don't
dope.
work too. Yeah. I don't have the best memory, man. I was trying to pull it from the memory bank, so my apologies for that.
Right. You did just wake up like 30 minutes ago, right?
I did, and I went. Like I said, I went to Esham last night. I didn't get a lot of sleep.
Right. Thank you so much for coming on the show, brother.
All right, man. I appreciate you having me on.
Got you shaking in your sneaks, got you running from the beast while we running over beats. Up north, we wild out. New York, be too street. Smoking OG Kush and I'm maple leaf. Smoking more mel. Smoking more mel.
Please sound the horn for this public announcement. Don't nobody want it, we hella hot at the moment. We're coming for all opponents and feel incredible, don't it? It really ain't a thing. Who get them crazy going orangutan? Look at them copping me, trying to get top of the boss with a lot of mediocrity. Stalking the properties, wanna get off of my monopoly. Tell me who is the one they call Socrates? It's been a wreck, been a death. When the head-on collision was in effect from a tech, the other side is a curse. They have a lot of regrets. My creation is shaking the planet Earth. Everybody better. Any opposition. So don't you make a mistake with the Yates. Get some plan of escape. You better work. Don't nobody want none. Don't nobody want none. Don't nobody want none. Boo you, screw you too, fool you through. That's how we do in the zoo, miss. Zoo, 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 zoo. Boo you, screw you too, fool you through. That's how we do in the zoo, miss. Zoo, 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 zoo.
Come on. Force 5 Records presents the Juggalo Weekend Kickoff Party with live performances by Mars and Young Swizz. Misery with Spanish Side, with special guests Danny Diablo, Be Nasty, and more. Live February 15th at the Elefino Dive and Dine in Las Vegas, Nevada. Get your tickets at the ticketrumba.co. The Juggalo Weekend Kickoff Party. It's lit, fam. For real, for real.
Boy, King Krimzon. I'm making this video because I was recently on the Dr. Phil show. To make a long story short, Dr. Phil had Insane Clown Posse come up on the episode because at one time I used to play Gathering of the Juggalo gatherings, and so Dr. Phil thought it would be cool to have Insane Clown Posse on there because at one time Insane Clown Posse did rep my shit. And this is the funny thing. Violent J and Shags came on there and they're like, oh, we never heard of him. King Krimzon? Oh, we don't know who he... Bitch, shut the fuck up. Violent J knows he's lying through his teeth and so does Shaggy. Now listen to this. You can't tell me that you throw these gatherings every year and you don't look at what artists are in your fucking book. For 3 years in a row, I played that goddamn gathering, and I was on the freak show fucking stage. My picture's about that fucking big in the book, and you don't believe me? Go check that shit out on King Krimzon like page. Go through my photos and see that shit. 3 years in a row, I'm in that fucking book. So for Violent J to say he don't know who I am, Multiple times I sat there, talked with Violent J, gave him CDs, shot the shit with him. That dude's such a fucking liar. And I've got video or YouTube videos proving that fucking Rob, his name's Rob Jumpsteady, which is Violent J's brother, fucking blowing my shit up, leaving me messages, seeing if I'll take that last spot on the Freak Show stage on my last time performing in 2013. And I took it. You know, but this is the funny thing. Violent J's gonna come on here and try to say, Dr. Phil goes, have you listened to his music? Do you like it? Violent J's like, no, it's not, I listen to you hating motherfucker. You know, and I turned it on. I said, you know, Violent J, this is real talk. Back when you just started and you had no supporters, this is right before Riddlebox came out or whatever. There was maybe like 70, 80 people at an Insane Clown Posse show at Kalamazoo Warehouse in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Guess what? People were dogging Icy. This is before Juggalos or anything. I went to every fucking show. I supported that shit. I blew it up. You know, and for you to sit there and hate on someone else's career that's a coming up artist, and I know why you're doing this, because you don't want to see other artists come above you, you know, and you use Juggalos, you use them to fucking take this and you fucking look how you treat your fans. You do fucking meet and greets. You make your fans pay to fucking take pictures with you. What kind of garbage is that, man? You're fucking money hungry. You take from your fans. And the good thing is, I cleared the fucking air. There's been a lot of hate on King Krimzon for many fucking years. I went on and I cleared my fucking name. So whoever made them fucking fake profiles in my name and did that shit, who gives a fuck? That ain't about this. This is about Violent J. Violent J lying on air saying, oh, I never heard of King Krimzon. Bitch, do you know what you just said? You make yourself look stupid online. For two, also, if you go on YouTube, just look up King Krimzon Psychopathic Record Skit. I've got videos uploaded just for this video I made today, so people can listen. And you can hear Rob Jumpsteady begging me to do this show on the Freak Show stage, because they needed another artist, because another artist fell out. They're like, King Krimzon, we know that you're making a lot of noise in the underground. Could you please do this show? We'd like you to get back with us, sign a contract with us. We really would like you at the gathering again this year. And for them to say that, you know, but nowadays, you know, with all this other bullshit going along with King Krimzon, Violent J don't want to admit he used to know me. He don't want to admit that he used to like my shit. But you know what, Violent J? Who are you to tell motherfuckers that you like this shit? I don't give a fuck what you like or what you think. You like some whack ass shit. You signed a whack ass artist called Cold 187. Like, dude, you're signing whack motherfuckers that are jacking myself. A Ouija? Really, dude? I think personally that shit's whack. You can't compare my music to Insane Clown Posse. I do murder rap. Murder rap. And I'm the creator. I'm a leader, not a follower. You do horrorcore, okay? I'm a murder rap artist and I stick with that. But, I have nothing but love for Juggalos. You know, nowadays, I mean, Juggalos are giving other Juggalos a bad name. Look how Juggalos treat me now. Say, oh, we ripped off other Juggalos, that piece of shit. Who gives a fuck? Thanks for the free publicity. And you know what, Insane Clown Posse? Thank you for the free publicity. Because it just backfired on your ass. You ain't coming on Dr. Phil trying to steal my shine. Anyways, and for all you motherfuckers on Dr. Phil show are reading that shit, thinking that shit's real, it's fucking national TV, guys. It's for ratings. You think I'm really broke? Sitting in my own house I own with 3 cars in the driveway? I don't need nothing. Dude, it's publicity. But believe what you want to fucking believe. But Insane Clown Posse, I just want the truth to be out there. I could come back at you, Violent J. I could murder you on a track. But what is that going to do? It's going to make my future fans look at you. And I don't want no one looking at your washed up old ass from Detroit. Motherfucker, it's King's turn to shine. It's King Krimzon's, and that's why I'm exposing Violent J for as fake as he is. But it's cool. It's cool. You know, and it's cool that you came online and said that bullshit, and it is what it is. But deep down inside, you know, one day you're gonna see your shit, Psychopathic Records, is slowly deteriorated. Twiztid left your ass. Blaze left your ass. Boondocks left your ass, and ABK started his own thing. Nobody wants psychopathic no more. You're hiring a bunch of fucking kids. You know, your boy Light, he's cool and I ain't gonna dog him at all. He used to fucking open at my shows. You know, a lot of your people, you know, you're hiring a bunch of fucking kids now and you're trying to rebuild psychopathic because you want it to be what it is, but it's never gonna be, Violent J. Because you ain't hiring motherfuckers that push the shit. I make shit happen. Regardless of what you say, come to one of my shows once. See how packed that motherfucker is. Cause I got people that do appreciate and do like my shit. Just because you guys don't like it or somebody on the web or Violent J wouldn't listen to it, there is people that do listen to it. And there is my true killers out there. Cause I got fucking dedicated fans that I call my killers. And you guys know, my King Krimzon fam, my killers, you know who you are. So you know what we say to Insane Clown Posse? Fuck you. And that's it. Leave them bitches alone. Let them fucking do their little dance with bagel soda while we doing real murder shit music with big creatures and dope ass shows. Fuck the Insane Clown Posse. Fuck you. You got your shot. I'm out. King Krimzon.
Fucked up thoughts. My mind's about to click. Wanna grab a 9, bitch, and empty up my clip. I'm having fucked up thoughts. My mind's about to click. Wanna grab my 9, bitch, and empty up my clip. I'm having.
Welcome back to the Faygoluvers Podcast. I am here with the one and only King Krimzon. King Krimzon, how the hell are you?
The god of the wicked. No, I'm doing good, man. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, brother. I really appreciate you jumping on here with us.
No problem, man. Anytime.
Right out the gate, homie, you're pretty infamous right now. A lot of Juggalos know you from appearing on the Dr. Phil show. So I just got to ask, how did you land yourself on the Dr. Phil show? How did that all come about?
Well, with the King Krimzon name now, you know, there's been rumors, bad and good. So, you know, I was trying to bring my shit bigger, and I just couldn't get that way because of all the bad shit on my name. I said, you know what? Literally, I tried 8 times to get on that show. For the last year, I kept getting denied. Finally, me and my wife, we had a good enough story that they picked it up on the 9th time, and they said, we're flying you out to L.A. So I get out to L.A., and I do the show, man.
You were actually, like, attempting to get on there. It wasn't your wife trying to get you on there? It was both of you as a couple trying
Well, I'm going to tell you the truth. Not all the whole Dr. Phil show is true. Like, I kind of did it, to be honest, for publicity. Some of the stuff is true, but it's not all true. And a lot of stuff is staged on the show, you know. But it's for publicity, yes. With my name being so bad, my wife did want to bring me on there. It kind of worked in both ways because I had a lot of people blaming me for shit and putting bad shit on my name. And just, I said, let's go on there then. I'm going to clear everything. So she brought me on there, but they made me do a lot of shit I didn't like to do. They even had me put my kid on my lap when I was dressed up. And I released a video today on my YouTube kind of giving a lot of behind the scenes shit. So I'm not going to sit and dog nobody like the show or anything, but, you know, everybody knows, like, national TV, you know, a lot of the stuff is for ratings.
Right. So I got to ask, homie, so when your mother-in-law was like, you know, I've never saw that video of Krimzon before, the Dr. Phil show basically made you make that video for the show then?
It was Halloween time when we went out there, right around Halloween. So he was wearing my masks, and they had a video of that. And they're like, well, can you get Krimzon on your lap when you're dressed up? We really need it for the show. So the producers made me do that. And I did not like doing that, but they were like, no, nothing's going to happen. You know, I was doing my little broadcast thing, and Krimzon came in. He had my Freddy glove, and I was like, I am the god of the wicked. You know, like all that crazy shit. I did not really like doing it with the kid on my lap because, I mean, he knows who I am. He sees pictures and shit, but it sucked because it kind of, like, in a way hurt me because now people are like, oh, man, he's bringing his kid up in this shit. And really, in reality, I don't really do that. You know, I am a family man in the day, and I'm crazy wicked at night, man. So
Right. That's very dope to hear, actually, homie.
Yeah.
Dr. Phil technically is all about helping people. You know, he's a doctor. So did he help you at all when you went on the show?
Well, yes, actually, I mean, there is good things that came out of the show. Honestly, we have a life coach out of the show. Wow. They gave my wife, she really needed a life coach too, you know, because you know how when they go up and down, you know, I don't want to talk about that. She's going in the right path. The only thing I did not like about the show is I really did not need a job and all that. I have money, but they had to make the story where it looked, I really was going on there for my murder rap type shit I do. they wouldn't accept it without having a better story. So, I mean, I had to look like I was struggling. And if you notice, almost all them bills on the show are all type paper, all typed up and made up. None of them are really real, except like the electric, but we just didn't pay from that previous month. It kind of sucks. I really don't want to put them on blast or anything. I mean, but a lot of people know that shit is made up for publicity, for TV, you know. Some stuff is real, but not everything. So,
right. Well, hey, homie, I'm not getting too personal here, but can I just kind of ask, like, what type of shit on the show was false or blatantly was not true at all?
Like me needing a job. Yeah, I do my murder rap quite a bit at night, and my wife really doesn't get me and her time because I'm doing so much shit with King Krimzon, trying to bring it up and build it up to the point where, like, they had me just with the story. They kept denying us. We got denied 8 times, and it took us almost a year to get approved because we kept coming to them, and they just didn't want King Krimzon as doing murder rap. They're like, nah, right now we'll get back to you. We don't want that story. So I was like, man, Melissa, I really need to get my name out because my name's already butchered in Michigan now. I mean, I can do shows in Michigan, but it's like with all these rumors that were going around, it was like, what do I do? They were kind of working with us, and then we finally said, look, Nick's not getting a job. He's not working. I'm stressed. I'm behind. So, boom, they picked it up. I'm like, yup, let's run with it. And we ran with the show. I talked to some other previous people that were on shows now that they contacted me. We've been talking a little bit. They're actually fans of mine now. And they said when they went on, too, they had to make up a lot of stuff. And I don't want to put them on blast. Everybody knows national TV. You can't believe everything you see, man. I mean, a lot of shit is made up for ratings. I mean, there was stuff that was true. Like, I have a criminal record on there, you know. I mean, it's old, but Dr. Phil was right. I did some dirt in my past. That was true on there. But, I mean, he did get my wife a life coach, and he offered me one. And
oh, so dope. Well,
yeah.
You know what, man? That actually kind of blows my fucking mind a little bit just hearing that, honestly, homie. And I'm sure a lot of people listening to this right now might be
I know. I've been putting... I uploaded a YouTube video tonight. It's got a little bit of behind the scenes on there, and people will kind of see if they watch it on my YouTube. Yeah. I was kind of blown away with, like, the whole ICP thing, too, you know? Because I had no idea that they were coming on at all.
I actually just wanted to ask you about that, homie. They were claiming that they didn't know who you were before they came on the show. You're claiming otherwise, basically.
Yes, I still have contracts from Psychopathic from when the last time, because I used to make a lot of noise back in 2013. Like, I was fucking packing shows out here in Michigan, and Jump Steady reached out to me to specifically get me on that freak show stage. He did the contracts with me, gave me all that. I actually just pulled up the contract the other day, and what I was saying is I was like, how does Violent J not know who I am when my picture's like fucking huge in that Gathering book? Because I said, I know he looks at that book. Right. You know, and just for him to say, because this is what Dr. Phil did that I didn't like. He showed Violent J the acapella beat because they couldn't use none of my music on TV because I couldn't get the original copies of the copyright, and they were scared to get sued. So they showed Violent J a acapella flow, that one stupid one without no beat behind it. And of course, Violent J is going to be like, oh, he's lacking talent. I even think it looks like shit. I know. And yeah, a lot of my older shit, I have not came out with none of my new shit. So when I release it, people are going to see, like, I've progressed. That I haven't released nothing in over 4 years. When I first started, I did all this as a joke, but now I've progressed, and I think people will be a lot happier with my new shit.
Right. The talent part aside, did you take anything from the advice that Jay was giving you on the show?
To be honest, I didn't like none of the advice Jay gave me at all, and I'm still really salty over it. I really am.
I can understand that, homie.
I just feel like he only seen them clips and little videos that Phil had that were garbage of me not even spitting to a beat. I sound like shit. I got that fake grill in, so I couldn't really flow. Hell yeah, I look like I'm lacking talent. If Jay watched that I'm a Killer video or something, he'd be like, damn, this dude has some talent. Because, I mean, I have a lot of fucking followers in this underground. My live shows are fucking lit. I pack fucking houses, dude. Like, every fucking show I do, I pack houses. You know, I bring that wicked show with me, and I wish Jay could actually see that shit, you know? He'd be like, wow, maybe I was wrong. But they couldn't show none of that, so it kind of sucked for me, you know? But that surprised me because I didn't know they were coming on the show. They didn't tell me that part. So it kind of, like, took me by surprise.
Right. Were you happy when you heard they were coming on the show originally?
Well, I didn't know until the commercial. He's like, well, up next, we're going to hear. I'm like, what the fuck? What did he just say, ICP? And then I just kind of, I didn't know what was going on. He's like, next we'll hear from Violent J. And I'm like, huh? It just kind of shocked me for a minute. And then I said a lot of stuff. They said more stuff, but they didn't air it all. They cut it to death. They only did a little bit of it, which kind of sucks. But it is what it is, you know. Violent J did say some shit because my story looked like I steal from my wife to get it, and I made that part up. My wife's actually here. If you would like her to talk on the phone, she'll tell you that shit was made up.
Shit.
Yeah, she's here right now. She's like, man, I should have never had you say that. Like, but that's the only way we could get on the show. And I did it for fucking national publicity, man.
Wow.
But
she'll admit that shit right now if I ask her about it.
Yeah, yeah, she will.
I'm not saying that I don't believe you or anything. It would just be dope to have that shit recorded on audio, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I can go right out there. You'll hear my little kid screaming though. I mean, just watch.
Dope.
Why is Crimmy screaming? Oh, did I steal your credit card from the doctor? No, you did not. Do you hear her?
Holy shit.
Yeah, but you know what? We had to have a story. Like I said, I got denied for a whole year. And I was like, if I get on this show, I'm exposed to 20 million people worldwide. And look what it did. It got me a fucking record deal with a decent company out there, the Days of the New, well-known rock band.
Wow. I was going to ask about that too, homie. So you did just get signed because of the appearance on Dr. Phil.
Yeah, a lot of people. God, dude, I had so much hate because no one wanted to see me succeed. City-Fied Records picked me up. Chuck started dogging me, this dude, and he started putting my address all over line because they were hating that. They're like, this no talent dude got signed. Like, everyone was hating, right? So, I mean, everybody's going to have haters, but it just sucks that people, man, just constantly do this to me. Now that I'm signed, I got a legal team behind me, and they had fucking, Chuck thought it was all bullshit. They had his shit shut down, man, the other day. It's sad because it wasn't me that did it, but, dude, he was taking the City-Fied Records and putting their shit up on his shit or talking shit about it in my address or something. They shut it right down, his YouTube.
Holy shit.
And, yeah, kind of sucked. But then he came at me. He's like, dude, I was like, man, they did that shit. They represent me, dude. Don't blame that shit on me. You're fucking putting my shit out there, you know. They're going to protect me now, man, you know, now that I'm signed. They're not just going to let this dude fucking put my address all over. But then some shit happened with my house after my address got leaked. And then I also found out it was on some Google shit, too, I didn't know about. So, kind of fucked up, man.
Wow, man. You know, that shit fucking sucks, man. There's haters, and then there's people that just fucking go beyond, right?
Yeah, like, man, I'm just trying to show love to people now, dude. I am not trying. I fucking love the Juggalo community, and it sucks for the Juggalos that do show hate on me because I'm like, man, I'm an old school Juggalo. It used to never be like this. It used to be strictly family love, and like nowadays it is a whole nother fucking world. There's Juggalos that hate you. They'll either side. You're either on ICP side, you're on Twiztid side. It's crazy out here, man. You know?
Right.
The good thing is, George, so my new City-Fied Records is contacting George, and they're going to work out where Twiztid said they would jump on the album for $5,000 a piece or whatever, and City-Fied is like, well, we'll talk to them, and we'll work it out where we'll get Twiztid on your new album for you. I said, fucking dope, because I want to put out something so sick, you know, that I start getting a lot of love back. So that's what I'm working on. So.
Oh, shit. So King Krimzon is Team Twiztid then, clearly, right now.
Yeah, I am. People hate it, but, dude, Twiztid is my biggest idol, man. They're the reasons I fucking do this wicked shit, man. And especially after what ICP said to me, I'm, like, fucking still salty about that, man. I'd rather be truthful than lie to you, man, you know?
Right. I hear you.
Yeah. Fortunately, I grew up to Insane Clown Posse. I got love for the Beverly Kills and all that shit. Even though I'm mad, I got fucking love for that shit. I ain't gonna dog the music just because I'm mad at Jay about what he said. I love the old school ICP shit, man. You know, that's what I originally got into this shit for.
Did you specifically say you love that Beverly Kills shit?
Fuck yes, man.
Yeah, dude, that is my shit. Like, Beverly Kills, if I had to pick one, well, you know what? Malenko, but if it had to be another one, it would be Beverly Kills.
Well, I remember going to Detroit. Like I told Jay on the show, I was like, I used to follow you back when you didn't even have followers. Because he used to come to my school in a bus. It was right when he released Riddlebox. It was just at the end of Ringmaster. He came out with DeadBodyMan singles. Riddlebox wasn't even out yet, but he had the Vans. And he would come to my school, and he'd hand out these tapes in the parking lot. Well, Jay gave me a whole bunch to hand out. He was like, give all these to your people. I remember. And I took pictures with him and everything, got a bunch of these cassette singles, and I still have one of the tapes. It's an old orange tape, I think. Yeah, he used to come to my Godwin school, man, back in the day when I was 13 years old, dude. dude. That's how they used to hustle, right out their vans. Then ever since then, I go to all their shows, even to the Palladium in Detroit. And then they started growing. And, dude, like, I followed them since I was a kid. And I'm 38 this year. It's crazy.
Wow.
Right.
10 years old for me. I'm 31 right now. So, yeah, I hear you. You've been down a little bit longer than I have, but shit.
Wow, yeah. I'm an old fucker, dude. I don't look like it, but people are like, damn, when I tell my age, you know?
Right.
It's like, holy shit.
I gotta ask this question because I had a few people, when I let them know that I was trying to interview you, they wanted me to ask you this.
Yup.
The face tats. Did you have those while you were on the show and they were covered up with makeup, or did you get those?
Yes.
Really?
Now listen to this. The lady that was doing my makeup was the lady that shot the movie Blood In, Blood Out. I don't know if you ever seen it. It's an old gangster movie. She shot the Denzel Washington Training Day, and we were talking. Well, she's the makeup artist in Hollywood. She's so fucking good, dude. Man, you can't even tell them the tattoos are there. Yeah, and they use like these $200 sprays. I mean, it's expensive stuff, like Hollywood stuff. You can't even tell you even have tattoos. It blends right in.
Wow.
But I guess they can get sued if they show tattoos without permission. I didn't know that.
Right. But what about the part of the show where, you know, you were saying I can't get a job because of my tattoos? Dr. Phil's like, I don't see any tattoos. Did he not know that you had the tattoos?
I think he did, but I don't know. He's seen pictures, but then I was like, well, the stuff's really pricey, because I was asking the lady before she did. I was like, well, how much is that? She's like, $200 a bottle, and they're small-ass bottles. And I'm like, goddamn. So this dude already paid $800. Oh, and he gave us each $600 a day in food, put us in this 5-star hotel. Like, I'm talking, this shit had to been expensive for all this shit, man. When I was out in L.A., though, and I hit that boulevard, and I seen that you can hustle and you can do your own live concert right to the tourists and all that shit, I was like, man, I'm in heaven out here. My wife couldn't even get me back to the hotel. I spent most of my time out on the boulevard hustling and talking to people. So it was pretty cool.
Very dope.
Right.
I gotta ask this question too, homie. The King Krimzon character, I know on Dr. Phil, the videos that we're watching was different than the person that we're seeing, you know, sitting in the chair chilling, talking. Where does the actual King Krimzon character come from?
I kind of designed it my own. This is how it all started. It started at a Halloween party in 2010 as a joke, okay? Actually, it's a well-established artist of mine that I still sing with. His name is Chaos Anubis. He's been rapping since 97. Well, Chaos was an old high school friend of mine, and I got out of prison in 2010. We were chilling. We hooked back up, and so he was like, man, I rap and all this shit, and he was doing murder rap. I'm like, dude, I should jump in with you, and I did it as a joke, and people loved it. So, dude, we started running with it, and then I was like, I used the dreads. I was thinking, like, I want to be something wicked like ICP's doing the Malenko. So that's what got my original dread idea, to be honest with you. I was like, I'm going to do the wicked dreads. And so I kind of wrote off ICP's dick at first. I ain't going to lie, dude. You see, I got in all my old videos, I got all that old ICP, like, shirts on and chains. And because I didn't know, I was just doing this as a joke, and I was a juggalo. And I was like, man, this is cool. But then after I progressed later on, I wanted to go my own style and keep it wicked, but have my own taste, you know, my own flavor. So I went with the mohawk. I wanted to kind of do my own thing and then I try to do my own shit called murder rap and all that good stuff.
Right. Just speaking on the murder rap really quickly, I just wanted to know what do you consider the difference to be between like what ICP does with the wicked shit and what you do with murder rap?
Okay, I know everybody always says this to me, man, you do horrorcore. It's horrorcore. It's the same shit. I just like to categorize, because I started Murder Rap Records before I got signed to Cityfied Records with 13 Step Productions. So what I do is I like to just start my own type thing. So I'm like, no, I'm doing murder rap. And my old shit's all about murder and all that, so I do murder rap. But I kind of just wanted to start my own little thing. That's why I really shot that way. My new shit now is changing, because now I have a full band, and I actually have members of Days of the New in my group now. So it's crazy, man. Like, I have this band now that's in my group that just got off the Van Warp Tour with Guar. So I go out to Kentucky in a couple weeks, and then they're going to start recording with me. They've already got millions of followers, so it's going to blow me up. They're doing my project with King Krimzon with me, plus I'm doing a project with them. 2018, I'm going to shock people when I bring out this new shit. I said the one thing before I signed you guys, I want to collab with Twiztid or something. You know, I want to come hard on a track so I can just start to get some love back finally. I'm not trying to beef with nobody. I'm not trying to do no one wrong. You know, I'm trying to clear my name of all this garbage people put on it, and I just want to show love to all Juggalos, man. And not just Juggalos, other people that follow me too, you know. I'm not trying to be a snake in this community. I'm trying to show love back to people. And I think twice sometimes about doing this track on ICP. I don't even know if I should even take that approach. But I'm just still kind of fucking hurt about it, dude. I really am. Maybe that's why I'm saying, I like Twiztid more right now, you know. I hate to admit it, but deep inside, man, ICP is what started me originally, man, way before Twiztid in the most tasteless days.
Right. You hate to admit it, but you at least still admit it, homie, and that's dope.
Yes, I do. And you know what? I'm going to say this real quick. I know you're probably pressed. Fans that used to rep me, that got mad at me over the years, then they say, oh, your music sucks all of a sudden. You know I ain't the best fucking artist out there, you know, but I'm just trying to do my own thing. Even though I'm mad at Violent J right now from what he said, but listen, I'm still not hating on his music, though. I'm not saying, oh, your music sucks because I'm mad at him. I love the Malenko. I love Beverly Kills. I love all their shit. I'm just salty about what happened. You know, I just, you know, want to keep that real. Right.
Yeah, I hear you, brother. But, you know, a lot of people thought Michael Jackson was a pedophile. They still loved his fucking music, so I hear you.
Right. Yeah, and it's still the number one, believe it or not, that shit's almost the number one selling album of all time, too, that Thriller.
Right.
It's crazy. Yeah.
All right, homie. One final question. This is a question that I ask every single episode of the podcast. You were stranded on a deserted island, and you only had 3 CDs with you to listen to. What 3 CDs do you have with you, King Krimzon?
Holy shit. That is a really good one. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to go with SPM Never Change album. I'm going to keep it on the Juggalo side, too, because I love my Juggalo stuff, and I'm not trying to ride off you from what you said, but I love the great Malenko, bro. Like, right. I think Malenko would be in there, honestly. Oh, God. And the last one, oh, man, that is such a tough decision, bro. Because there could be them. Am I by myself, you said?
You're all by yourself. Yeah.
I might have to go with some Stitches, man. That Brick in Your... all that whole album. Yeah, I'm going to have to probably... I get them days where I just want... Stitches, like, lets me loose, man. So I think I'd have to pick... Yeah, Stitches. It's a toss-up between the Malenko and Most Tasteless. And, well, actually, I don't know. Someone's good too. I don't know, man. So yeah, between them 3 and the SPM Never Change is probably the 3 I'd pick. So
sorry, what was that first one? The SPM Never Change?
South Park Mexican. Okay. He's a lyricist. I really like his old underground shit. I know the dude's in fucking locked up for some bullshit. I don't know the whole story on that, but I love his music, man. Like Carlos Coy can definitely spit some good knowledge. You know, he got me through my prison bit. That album did back in the day. So definitely. Homie, I'm just looking at the positive road. You know, I'm trying to do everything by the book now and just try to make everybody, you know, all the fans that do rep me, I'm trying to build relationships with them, you know, tell them, you know, much love to them and stuff. You know, anybody who reps the wicked shit, man.
Right. Well, hey, brother, I just want to let you know that, to be honest with you, when I asked you for the interview, I wasn't sure how it was going to go. But to be 100% honest, and I'm sure that a lot of Juggalos listening to this right now, my opinion has actually changed of you, homie. But then I really didn't have much to go off of before, right? I had a few music videos and a Dr. Phil episode.
Right. Dude, a lot of people that meet the normal me, they're like, damn, dude, you ain't like what you look like on them videos. And I'm like, yeah, man, but like I told Dr. Phil, I do it for entertainment. The real me, I can be very professional. Like, I'm a good-hearted person, to be honest with you.
Right. Very dope. Well, hey, homie, thank you so much for joining us on the podcast. Do you have any final words or any shout-outs that you want to give before we take off here?
Yes, I definitely want to shout out 13 Step Productions, City 5 Records for signing me and actually they seen it in me. They're like, man, regardless of all this hate I see you getting, I want to stop that. I believe in you, and I want to give them just love for just so many people. There was people looking at me, but they were scared to do shit with me because of my past. And I just want to give it up to them for just giving me that shot, man. Now that I got that shot, I'm taking it to the fullest I can. And I'm going to prove everybody that this new King Krimzon shit is wicked, man. It's been 4 years since I put anything out, and it's coming soon. And I just want the world to hopefully to be happy with it. I want to appreciate the Juggalos listening. Much love for the ones that do support me. I love you guys. Keep it wicked.
Very dope. Thank you so much.
Much love to Scotty D, too. Tell Scotty D I said what up. Scotty D's my guy over there, man. All right, Roscoe.
Scotty D, the homie. All right, thank you so much, King
definitely.
Krimzon.
Take care.
Oh man, what the fuck? Has anybody seen that fucking... I know people have seen it. Everybody has seen the Detroit Pawn Show. I don't even know what it's called. I've caught myself watching it a couple times. The Golds, Leslie, Les Gold, whatever, his daughter and son. And I'm really dumbfounded on where they find all these people at Detroit. It's becoming a little bit too ridiculous when you know that these people that are on the show are wearing mics. They're mic'd up. So when you go in there, you're acting a fool, you're going to fight Seth, you're going to beat his ass, you're going to bust Les up and everything. Everybody knows it's just a bunch of bullshit because you got to go back outside and take the motherfucking mic pack off and give it back to them and sign off for being on this show. So I caught myself watching a couple of times. I've seen people that I know on there. I also seen Darren McCarty on there signing autographs, and I was a little perturbed. That's Darren McCarty. He's a motherfucking Red Wing legend icon. Darren motherfucking McCarty. And you're over there bullshitting with these fools. Man, but I've caught myself watching that a few times. Usually I'm kind of pissed off. Once in a while I get entertained. Most thing that entertains me is that it's taking place right here in Detroit. Other than that, I'm kind of like, man, I don't know why I got the motherfucker turned on that shit. Because True TV is the most untrue TV I ever known. That's some real shit.
That is going to do it for this episode of the podcast. I want to thank all of you ninjas for tuning in. I want to send a big thank you over to my homie, King Krimzon, Dr. Phil's own King Krimzon, the Underground's own King Krimzon. Look out for more coming from that ninja in the future. And honestly, my mind is still fucking blown about how fucking fake Dr. Phil is. And honestly, my fiance watches that show. So it's kind of fucked up how, like, it's like what's real and what's not. Like, blows my mind. Either way, I want to send a big thank you to my homie, DeadBodyMan. Ninjas, check out RepliconRadio.com. Voting for the awards is officially closed. Look out for that announcement coming soon. The winners coming soon. R.A. the Rugged Man for sure, ninjas. Is going to be on the next episode. February 11th. Tune in for that. Ninjas, we got a poll now on the podcast. Would you support the podcast if we had a Patreon account? I, myself, when I listen to other podcasts and they bring up their Patreon account, I think, like, fuck off. Like, I don't want to listen to it. And I know y'all right now might be thinking, like, oh, listen to this ninja. He's just trying to fucking promote a Patreon. I'm not fucking doing a Patreon. I'm not going to be doing a Patreon for the podcast. I just want to know that if I did do one, would you ninjas support that shit? So your options are, hell yeah, homie. No, you ain't taking my money. And other, you can leave that in the comments. I'll be reading the comments on the next episode of the podcast. Ninjas, if you want to get your comment read on the air, well, I guess you can answer the poll. Or hit up iTunes, give me a 4 or 5 star review. I will read that shit on the air. Alright, homies. Until next time, this is your homie Roscoe, reminding you to keep an open mind. Peace.
Like a general, but still I'm a criminal. I be saying fuck you, never subliminal. The truth of the matter is I hate you when you spit. You claim to be a don, I must be on the atheist shit. Let's get straight to the bottom when that 44 hit ya. Put your body in a box like your profile picture. Kick your door off the hinges, grab that Freddie King cat. Put a pistol to his mouth and ask where the others at. When I leave that bitch, guaranteed no survivor. Stab your baby mama with my rusty screwdriver. I'll cut these haters, guaranteed to make them fucking bleed. Leave them bagged up like an ounce of bad weed. Looking for your dreams. Wait a minute, I stole them. Razor sharp lyrics, don't believe me, try and hold them. Make that bitch bleed, I'ma slash like a psycho. All masked up, Halloween, I'm Michael.
I'm the evil that lurks inside your head. I'm that creature that turns under your bed. I'm the reason your family about to cry. I'm the last thing you see before you die. I'm a killer, 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 killer. I'm a killer, killer, killer,
degree habitual. King Krimzon piecing back my pistol, yo. The funny thing is you niggas ain't got shit on me. Closest thing to fame is when you stood next to me. I always keep the heat no matter who I'm fucking facing. Been spitting wicked shit since Twiztid's most tasteless. Don't ever go against me, I'll leave your body faceless. Born a sick child in this world, can't erase it. Cut your body into pieces, feed you to a pig. The smell of rotted flesh still dripping from a leg. Drink the bitches in the back and nail them to the shed. 2 staples in the mouth and 1 to the head. 40 days of sitting, fuck staying sober. Knock these bitches down and strike like a fucking cobra. Lyrically, I'll kill you, watch you all fucking die. Aim my pistol in the air at the bats in the sky.
I'm the evil that lurks inside your head. I'm that creature that stirs under your bed. I'm the reason your family about to cry. I'm the last thing you see before you die. I'm a killer, 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 killer. I'm a killer, 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 killer.
My shit right now, like, everybody's trying to do it because of what happened. It's like the most fucking talked about thing right now in the underground. It's crazy. I'll fucking post a video and I'll have 10,000 views on it in like the first fucking, Jesus, it's crazy, man.
Right.
Yeah. But hey, dude, it's fucking awesome. I don't care, man. I love the publicity.